and welcome to TheMan Games. This is part 3 of our WWE 2K23 how to create a universe mode in 2023. But in this video today it is going to be playing out a year of the universe mode and see what goes down. If you're new watching TheMan Games, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you click that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments whether you enjoyed today's video. So we are going to go into the calendar and we are going to skip ahead to the first pay-per-view, and it is Backlash. So if you watch part 2, you'll see all the rivalries that we set up. So now if we click on Backlash, and now we're going to simulate to the pay-per-view. So let's see what matches are on the card. So opening match, we've got Seth and Finn going out for the world title. Then we've got Karrion Kross, AJ, Dominic and Cody, Gunther and Riddle, Asuka and Charlotte, the Usos against Solo and Roman Reigns, and the main event is Trish and Becky Lynch. So Seth Rollins retained his championship, Karrion Kross beat AJ Styles, Cody beat Dominic, Gunther retained his championship as well, so did Asuka, Reigns and Solo Sikoa beat the Usos, and Becky Lynch beat Trish Stratus. And then if we go into the news, so Roman and Solo did win. Winning wasn't enough for them, proceeding to shove and kick Jimmy and Jay in. So yes, Solo and Roman won, but it looks like they beat down the Usos after it. So now if we skip ahead to Night of Champions. Right then, so the matches at Night of Champions. So we've got JD McDonough against Drew, Rick Boogs and LA Knight, Asuka and Lacey Evans, Cameron Grimes and Sheamus, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens against the Viking Raiders for the Raw Tag Titles, the Usos against Solo and Butch. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Gunther and Nakamura for the IC title. Oh, and the main event is Kaden Carter and Cantana Chase against Shayna and Ronda for the tag titles. So Drew won, Rick Boogs won, Asuka retained her title, Sheamus won. Oh, we've got new Raw Tag Team Champions in the Viking Raiders. And the Usos beat Solo and Butch. Gunther retained. And Shayna and Ronda retained. So now if we just click on the news. Yes, Ivar and Eric have won the tag titles. So skipping ahead to Battleground. So this is our first NXT pay-per-view. So we've got Cora Jade against Roxanna Priest. Tyler and Noam Dar. Axuma against Drew, Ilya Dragunov against Wesley, Cameron Grimes and Bron Breakker, and in the main event it is Gigi Dolan against Jacy Jayne. So Roxanne Priest won her match, Tyler Bate won, Axuma won, Wesley retained, and Bron Breakker won the NXT Championship and Gigi Dolan won. So now if we click on news, Bron Breakker has won the NXT Championship. So the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. This is going to be a good one here, you'd gotta think. So the Money in the Bank ladder match, we've got Sheamus, Escobar, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Jimmy Uso, AJ, Top Dollar and Karrion Kross. The Viking Raiders defending against Sami and Kevin Owens in a rematch. Rick Boogs against Cameron Grimes, Nakamura and JD McDonough. A rematch with Ronda and Shayna against Kaden Carter and Cantana Chase. Cody and Finn Balor. And the main event is an 8-man ladder match, but not for a Money in the Bank. That's very strange. I don't really understand the main event because that is for the Money in the Bank there. Oh, that says Championship. I don't understand. Maybe they're counting that as the Money in the Bank briefcase. We'll have to simulate and see what it means. So Top Dollar, I think, has just won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Wow. Viking Raiders retained. Cameron Grimes wins. Nakamura wins. Ronda and Shayna retain. Cody wins. And Gunther wins the main event. So yes, Top Dollar has won the Money in the Bank. Imagine if he cashed in and won the title. So the next show is the Great American Bash NXT. And we've got Gigi Dolan and Cora Jade going up against Alba Fire and Isaiah Dawn for the tag titles. T-Bar and Commander Aziz going up against Noam Dar and Julius Creed. Drew against Wesley. Axuma against Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes against Bron Breakker. In the main event we've got Nikita Lyons against Roxanna Priest, So the champions retained, Noam Dar and Julius Creed won, Wesley retained, Axemer won, Bron retained, and Prez retained. Right then, so going into SummerSlam, the first match is Drew against McDonough, Grimes and Boogs, Viking Raiders against Imperium, Humberto and Garza against Sammy and Kevin Owens, Asuka and Lacey Evans, Escobar and Sheamus, women's tag title rematch again, and the main event is Cody against Seth Rollins. No Roman Reigns defending the championship. He's not actually defending the championship once so far. So Drew won, Boogs won, Viking Raiders won, KO and Sammy won, Asuka retains, Sheamus wins. Oh, and we've got new women's tag team champions in Kaden Carter and Cantana Chase, and Seth Rollins retained. So latest news, new women tag team champions. Right then, so this is Clash at the Castle. So the matches are Sammy and Kevin Owens against the Viking Raiders for the tag titles, AJ and Carl Anderson against Rick Boogs and Ashante the Adanis. Rematch for the tag titles, the women's tag titles. Grimes and Holland against Grayson Waller and Kit Wilson. LA Knight and Solo Sikoa. Escobar and Sheamus. Gunther and Drew for the Intercontinental Championship. And the main event is Seth against The Miz. Wow, again, no Roman Reigns match. And the Viking Raiders retain. Carl Anderson and AJ win. Still women's tag team champions there. Ridge and Grimes win. Solo wins. Sheamus wins. Gunther retains. And Seth Rollins retains. So not a very news-worthy pay-per-view if we just do... What? Champion? What? So Top Dollar is the new undisputed WWE Universal Champion. So he must have cashed in on an episode of SmackDown. I didn't even realise. Wow. July week 2. We've just gone into the month of September, haven't we? Wow. As if I didn't even realise that. So yeah, I cannot believe that. I just cannot believe that Top Dollar is the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion. We're now skipping ahead to Extreme Rules. Why didn't he have a match at SummerSlam? Hopefully he's going to be on the card at Extreme Rules now. So the opening match, we've got Gunther against Seth Rollins for the IC title. Even though Seth is the world champion. Otis and Cody in a normal match. Top Dollar and Solo Sikoa in a non-title match. Rhea and Trish for the title. Edge and Santos Escobar. Bayley and Asuka non-title. Becky and Ronda. And Roman Reigns and Jimmy in the main... No, not the main event. The main event is The Miz and Apollo Crews in an Extreme Rules match. This seems an awful pay-per-view. So Gunther retained. Cody won. Top Dollar won. Rhea won. Edge won. Bayley won. Oh, Bayley won, but it was a non-title. Becky won. Roman won. And The Miz won. Yeah, this... what is going on with this pay-per-view cycle? Let's see if Survivor Series is a bit more interesting. So opening match, we've got Kevin and Sammy going up against Matt Riddle and Veer for the SmackDown tag titles. LA Knight and Cameron Grimes. A War Games match with Rhea, Exile Lee, Liv and Maxine Dupriest against Natalia, Emma, Nikki and Zoe Stark. McDonough and Shinsuke Nakamura. Women's tag team title match, Escobar and Sheamus. Tag match, Lacey Bayley against Damage Control, so it looks like they might split. Angel Garza against Gunther for the IC title. Roman against Karrion Kross. And the main event is a War Games match with the Street Profits, Elton Prince's Top Dollar, against the Club and Rick Boogs. This is, wow, this is so random. So Sammy and Kevin Owens retain. Grimes win. Rhea's team wins the War Games match. Nakamura wins. The women retain. Escobar wins. Bayley wins. Gunther retains. Karrion Kross wins. And Top Dollar's team win the War Games match. So now going into NXT War Games. So we have the Creed brothers going up against each other. Aziz and Reggie, T-Bar and Madcap Moss going up against each other. Noam Dar and Eczema. Hayes and Drew Gulak. Tyler Bate and Wes Lee for the North American title. Bron Breakker and Ilya Dragunov. And in the main event, it's a War Games match. It's Team JC Jane with Roxelle Priest, Gigi Dolan and Loins against Tiffany Stratton, Cora Jade, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. So Brutus Creed won, Aziz won, Madcap Moss won, Aximo won, Hayes won, Wesley won, Bron Breakker won and Team JC Jane won. And now we're going into the Royal Rumble. Right then, so the matches on the card are Viking Raiders against Sami and Kevin Owens for the Raw Tag Titles. The Men's Royal Rumble is the second match on the card. The Miz and McDonough, Cody and Cruz going at it. Gunther and Drew for the IC title. The Women's Royal Rumble is the main event. So Sami and Kevin Owens win back the Raw Tag Titles. It doesn't say for some reason who won the Men's Rumble. That's a bit strange. Miz wins, Cruz wins, wow, over Cody Rhodes. Gunther retains, and it doesn't say wins the Women's Royal Rumble neither. So Braun Strowman, he won the Men's Royal Rumble. But yeah, it doesn't say who won the Women's. Which is very strange. I suppose maybe we just have to wait till WrestleMania and see. And now going to NXT Vengeance Day. So we have Gigi Dolan and Nikita Lyons going up against Alpha Fire and Eyes of Dawn, so new team there. Then we have Creed and Reggie against Noam Dar and T-Bar. Axamo against Tyler Bate. Priest against Jade and Hayes and Bron Breakker. And the main event, Drew Gulak against Ilya Dragunov. So we've got new women's tag team champions in Gigi Dolan and Nikita Lyons. Creed and Reggie win. Tyler Bate wins. That was a Anywhere Falls match. Sorry. Then Prez wins. Bron Breakker wins. And Ilya Dragunov wins the main event. And now going to the Elimination Chamber. So we have Drew and McDonough going at it. Cruz and Rollins for the World Championship in the second match. Elimination Chamber with Bronson Reed, Ursi Jones, Sanga, Gunther, Loomis and Gargano. And then we have Matt Riddle and Via. Wow, strange team there. Again, going against Sami and Kevin Owens for the Raw Tag Titles. Sheamus and Santos Escobar, The Miz and Finn Balor. And the main event is the Women's Elimination Chamber match with Carmella, Asuka, Doudrop, Rhea Ripley, Candice LeRae and Chelsea Green. Which is strange because I don't think Carmella is actually signed to a show because she's a free agent, I do believe. So McDonough beats Drew, Rollins retains, Dexter Loomis wins, Kevin and Sami win, Sheamus wins, The Miz wins, and Asuka retains her championship in the main event. Now skipping ahead to NXT Stand and Deliver, so this is going to be the last NXT pay-per-view. So the first match, Bate and Noam Dar against the Creed brothers for the tag titles, Eczema and Drew Gulak. Triple threat with Tiffany Stratton, Gigi Dolan and Isla Dawn, Wesley and Ilya Dragunov for the North American title, Hayes and Bron Breakker for the title, and Jade and Prez in the main event. So the Creed brothers retain their titles, Drew Gulak wins, Wesley wins, Bron Breakker wins, and Roxanne Perez wins. And now skipping forward to WrestleMania. So what are the matches on the card of WrestleMania? So Top Dollar and Roman Reigns in the first match, but not for the championship. What is all that about? That makes no sense. He's not even defended the championship, I don't think, has he? And then we've got a fatal four-way tornado tag with Imperium, The New Day, Otis and Chad, and Jinder and Ricochet. That's a random team there, isn't it? And then we've got the Viking Raiders against Humberto and Angel Garza, Boogs and Escobar, Finn and Cruz in an Anywhere Falls match, Grimes and Waller against the LWO, Mace and Mansoor against Kevin and Sami for the Raw Tag Titles, Solo Sikoa and Austin Theory for the United States Championship. That'll be good. Women's Tag Team Championship match that's been going throughout the year, this rivalry. Lacey Evans and Asuka, so maybe Lacey Evans won the Royal Rumble, maybe. And then we've got Gunther and Cross, a No Holds Barred match with The Miz and Drew McIntyre, Carmella and Rhea Ripley, so maybe Carmella could have won the Rumble as well. And in the main event it is Braun Strowman, who did win the Royal Rumble, going up against Seth frickin' Rollins. So Top Dollar wins the non-title match against Roman Reigns. I'm amazed that the championship wasn't on the line. New Day wins, Balor wins, Grimes and Waller win, Kevin Owens and Sami retain. Solo Sikoa is your new United States Champion. That's big news. Chance and Carter retain. Asuka beats Lacey Evans. Karrion Kross beats Gunther in a non-title match there. Drew wins. Carmella, she wins the championship off of Rhea Ripley. Wow. And Seth Rollins wins the main event, so he's retained the championship all the way through the year. And there you see it says Carmella has won the SmackDown Women's Championship, but it didn't ever say whether she was the Royal Rumble winner or not. So yeah, that was a year in our universe mode in 2023. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are a new watcher of TheMan Games and you haven't already, please think about subscribing to the channel. Make sure you've got your notifications turned on, then you'll know when our next video does go up on the channel. We might do more like updated versions of this as well. So, you know, when we start announcing more pay-per-views for the later part of the year, we might be able to do another part for that. If you'd like to see another year of this getting played out, please give me a yes please in the comments, and I know you'd like to see that as well. You can also find us on social media at TheMan Games on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're also on Pinterest, Reddit and TikTok as well. And also in the description below there will be a link to subscribe to our newsletter. By doing so you will get a weekly email letting you know what goes up on the channel. So thank you very much for watching and supporting TheMan Games today, and we will see you on the next video.